The tragic real-life struggles of Brady Bunch star Maureen McCormick. The life of actress Maureen McCormick, best known for her role as the wholesome, blonde eldest daughter Marcia Brady on the beloved sitcom The Brady Bunch, 1969 to 1974, was in stark contrast to the perfect, idealized image she projected on television. After the show ended, McCormick spiraled into years of intense personal turmoil, battling serious addictions, mental health crises, and self-destructive behavior that nearly destroyed her life and career. Here are the tragic details that the actress has since revealed, primarily through her candid 2008 autobiography. Here's the story: Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice. 1. The burden of the Marcia Brady persona. The struggle to reconcile her real, imperfect self with the public's image of the perfect teenage Marcia Brady became a massive psychological burden for McCormick. Impossible pressure. She felt intense pressure to be the wholesome, flawless girl the public expected, which fueled her underlying insecurities and self-doubt. The secret life. The disparity between the on-screen Marcia and her off-screen reality, marked by emotional turmoil and self-destruction, led to a deep sense of isolation and internal conflict. She felt she was constantly playing a role, even in her private life. 2 years of severe substance abuse. Following the cancellation of The Brady Bunch, McCormick quickly fell into a devastating pattern of drug addiction. Cocaine and Quaaludes addiction. Her drug use began in her late teens and evolved into an all-encompassing addiction to cocaine and Quaaludes, which lasted for about 6 or 7 years. Career sabotage. Her addiction ruined significant career opportunities. She admitted to showing up to auditions and meetings completely high, most infamously botching a meeting with Steven Spielberg for a part in Raiders of the Lost Ark because she had been up for 3 days using cocaine. Trading sex for drugs. At her absolute lowest point, McCormick admitted to trading sex with her drug dealer in exchange for her fix, a detail she refers to as a low that she is so lucky to be alive to share. Parental devastation. Her drug use severely impacted her family, particularly her parents, who were so desperate that her father once threatened to turn her into the police in a final attempt to help her. 3 mental health and eating disorder battles. McCormick's internal struggles extended beyond addiction, rooted in mental health issues and body image concerns. Clinical depression. She struggled with severe, undiagnosed clinical depression for years, which drugs and destructive behavior were attempts to self-medicate and escape. She later discovered she had a complicated family history of mental illness, including suicidal grandparents and brothers who suffered from schizophrenia. Bulimia. She battled an eating disorder, bulimia, starting in her teenage years, driven by the intense scrutiny of her appearance in Hollywood and the need to maintain an ideal figure. Paranoia and suicide threat. Even after beginning the road to sobriety, she continued to suffer from intense depression and paranoia. She once threatened to jump from a balcony in front of her husband during a moment of profound despair. 4 troubled relationships. McCormick's personal life was tumultuous, reflecting her internal chaos. On-set romance. She had an off-screen romantic fling with her on-screen brother, Barry Williams, Greg Brady, which she detailed in her memoir. High-profile dating. She dated celebrities like Michael Jackson and, briefly, Steve Martin, noting that she often appeared fried or spaced out due to her drug use during these encounters, which often left her embarrassed. The road to recovery and advocacy. The turning point for McCormick came in 1985 when she married actor Michael Cummings. She credits her husband with giving her the ultimatum that finally forced her to choose sobriety. It's either me or that, take it or I'm out of here. Sobriety and therapy. Following a series of interventions and stints in rehabilitation, McCormick eventually found long-term sobriety. She sought psychiatric help and began treatment with antidepressant medication like Prozac in the 1990s, which she credits with helping her manage her depression. Mental health advocate. Today, McCormick has been sober for over 35 years and has become a powerful advocate for mental health and addiction recovery, using her story to help remove the stigma surrounding these issues. She now speaks openly, emphasizing that her recovery required her to shed the perfect Marcia facade and embrace her true, flawed, but resilient self.